Welcome to autumn leaf season in Kyoto. Kyoto looks most spectacular during the autumn season, and I'm going to show you some of the best spots in town as well as some food locations. Let's go. Right now I'm in Arashiyama, which is one of the most popular spots you need to check out when you're here, but this is actually my first time coming in autumn because I usually go to other spots. So I'm going to see if it's worth the hype because literally everyone recommends it. It is absolutely packed here. I've seen it quite busy, but it's a weekday, it's not even 11 a.m. yet, and there are so many people. There is literally a line for anyone who wants to ride on the rickshaw. This is crazy. Wow. Never seen that ever in Japan. One of the highlights when visiting this area is riding on a yakata bune, which is the boat you see right behind me. It's a traditional style of Japanese boat where you can kind of enjoy yourselves. You can look at the view. Of course, the autumn leaves look amazing. I'm gonna go try and ride one of those today. That is why I've come here. I'm quite shocked by the lack of the red leaves. Like, there are honestly so many green ones still remaining, and the ones that are red are honestly kind of dying because I'd assume it's too hot. And so by the time they're like ready to become red, it's this weird, it's too hot so they die. Because of strong winds, which are apparently quite normal during the autumn season and spring season, they've cancelled all the boat rides for today, which is so unfortunate. I guess it is rather windy. Standing here, you can definitely feel a breeze. Yeah, it's meant to be a calm boat ride. I just talked to one of the people with these boats, and apparently if you start at Kameoka, which is a train ride away with the JR, like, you can get on the boats, but you come down from the top of the mountain, down the river. I think I found the main photo spot here. Literally everyone is standing here to get the same shot. I've seen it on Instagram before and I didn't realize it was here. You gotta walk all the way around. Even though it's incredibly stunning here, I'm a little overwhelmed by the number of people, and I haven't felt this way for a while, but I just want to get out of these main spots because it's just making me feel overwhelmed and stressed. And I guess this is why people say Kyoto is not enjoyable, because it is literally so packed. I'm now working my way up this hill to go to the park. It's nice just sitting down and enjoying the red leaves. You can hear all the birds. Because this is a mountain, there's a lot of nature. I know there's the Arashiyama monkey park here, but there's a sign saying watch out for wild monkeys. That'd be a welcome surprise for me. I've been to the Nagano snow monkey park. I know how to handle them. Don't have food, that's the best tip. Lucky for me, it does turn out that this path leads to the bamboo forest, and I haven't been there in a long time because I kind of tend to avoid it. A lot of people don't know, but there's actually 2 bamboo forests here in Arashiyama. This one is the main one, but there's one more that's a little further back, so maybe I'll head there and hopefully there's less people. It used to be a little more secret and quiet and really good autumn leaves. I've actually been to Arashiyama in autumn, but I didn't go to the main spots, that's why I don't remember it. I also learned something new. There is a station here at the bamboo forest. Had no idea. I always went to Arashiyama's main station. Good to know though. I came here in 2019 in autumn and I went to this really cute little cafe down these side streets and I'm trying to find it. I have no idea what it's called. Found the cafe and it's really cute and hidden. There's literally no one inside and I'm feeling really excited about that. And it's a great view of the autumn leaves. Yeah, and it's called Muse et Cafe. The lady who runs it, she's so sweet and friendly. She's like, oh, welcome, hello. And I'm going to get a curry. They have a very traditional cafe menu, like for Japan anyway, where there's curry as well as like matcha, hojicha. And I'm just enjoying the view. It's really relaxing. The same curry I ordered years ago, it's here. And I remember it because they put an apple inside, which is actually one of the secret ingredients to make Japanese curries really sweet. So, itadakimasu. Oh, this has such a homey taste. I love that. It's sweet Japanese veggie curry. Yum. For the presentation, some cafes and restaurants do this during the autumn. They put like a little momiji leaf. I love that. And they're probably just plucking it from their backyard. Especially Arashiyama, there's like an abundant amount of red leaves. I've also got a piece of tofu, I think. It's a silken tofu. Really cute sign here teaching people Japanese, like arigato, konnichiwa. This is really funny. It says, when you talk to me, Please use these words like beautiful, cute, amazing, excellent. The owner has a really good sense of humor. After my curry, I decided to order a hojicha milk. This is so nice. I was actually kind of chilly. Hojicha, by the way, is roasted green tea, and definitely the best kind of green tea in my opinion. I'm so obsessed with it. While I was relaxing here, I met Raveen.
Hi.
And he also went to Dorshisha, which is the place I stayed abroad at. And turns out you stayed here like for your ryugaku, like homestay?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I didn't even realize this place was a homestay location.
Yeah, they've kept students here for a long time.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then the even crazier thing is, we've been chatting for like 30 minutes. We have a mutual.
Yeah.
My friend from high school in Sydney, and they went to university in the US together, and it's just crazy. Like, my mind is blown. This is my favorite thing about traveling solo. You kind of just start talking to people, and he's like on a Japan stint where he's just going around for 3 months.
Yeah.
And because we've been sitting here so long, I'm like, I want that zenzai. I was actually eyeing it before.
Oh, it's really good. I've had it before. I had it yesterday.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Like you like live here.
Yeah.
My hot zenzai is here, and if you haven't heard of zenzai, it's basically red beans in this kind of soup, and I've got a piece of mochi in here. Look at that. This is so tasty. I think I sat there for about 2 hours chatting, and then I got more drinks on the house from the owners, which is really sweet, but I decided I needed to head out and see a couple more things in the area before it got dark. It wasn't goodbye forever though, because I was actually invited to dinner there, so I'll be heading back there later today. I knew today was going to be a good day. There's a rainbow over there, and I think this is the first rainbow I've ever seen in Japan, which is called Nijiro? Nijiro, yeah. Everyone's like, wow, look at the rainbow. I had to do at least one temple during this autumn visit, and I'm at a new place that I've never been to before called Jogakoji. Am I saying that right? It's right at the back of Arashiyama, close to the cafe I was just at, and it's quite red. Look at that. It looks beautiful. And apparently you can hear the deer in the mountains. Look how stunning this is. This is a photographer's dream. This temple has amazing views of Kyoto city. I am in love with this place. So this is Arashiyama right behind me, but I can also see quite far back into Kyoto. And the sounds of the birds chirping. This is really, really special. I think I'm having extra fun today because it was all unplanned. Literally just chose a destination and saw where it took me, and I've discovered another bamboo forest. And this one, look, there's literally nobody here. It's like the saying, take the path less traveled by. One thing this bamboo forest has that the main one doesn't is that they've got autumn leaves literally right beside it. These little guys behind me look like the shrines in Zelda where you have to exchange your like orbs to get life or stamina. Just come back to the cafe and waiting for dinner. This is so unexpected and a pleasant surprise. Two of them preparing a lovely meal, and it's smelling great. I've heard it's going to be pasta. I somehow ended up being invited to the home of two Japanese ladies, and they were preparing a feast for us. So I just sat here on the couch doing my best to just set the table and wait as all this beautiful food just started coming out.
Renkon no tempura.
Oh yeah, and so there's Baba and Chicha. So cute. I can't believe I'm here right now.
ビール飲める？
あ、いいんですか？
はい、ありがとう。はい、乾杯。
ようこそ。ありがとう。
いただきます。
京都出身？
ババは広島生まれです。
広島。いただきます。はい。We have some renkon tempura. I love renkon. いただきます。
はい。
美味しい。
美味しい？あ、よかった。
あ、すごい。ありがとうございます。 Oh my god, the pasta smells amazing. 美味しい。味付けは何ですか？なんか
お醤油？
醤油？あ、中に入ってるのはレモンとか。
あ、柚子。
柚子か。After dinner, we were even served some more snacks and drinks, and I just didn't want to leave. This unexpected homestay experience was so much fun, and I'm glad now I have a little memory to remind me of it. They even drove me to the station to say goodbye.
Thank you for taking the Hankyu Railway today.
Just finished the most incredible evening. This has been one of my absolute favorite solo trips for Japan just because of the people I met tonight. I feel so fulfilled and happy. Thank you so much to the family for letting me stay, and they even invited me back, so who knows, I might go back and see them soon. And I went to the konbini to pick up a warm drink for the ride. Check this out, this is Japan's coolest drink ever. Well, it's just hot water, yes, because I was thirsty, but I didn't want to have a freezing cold water in about 8-degree temperature, so genius, hot water in a bottle. I'm back at the hotel and I'm staying at a place called Cabin Kyoto, and they have a bunch of hotels in downtown Shijo area, so it's only about a 5 to 10 minute walk, and I stayed here in the summer and loved it so much, and they let me come back. So thank you so much for letting me stay, and it's such a relaxing room. I'm back at Weekenders Coffee, which is a really cute coffee shop in Kyoto, and it's only open on the weekends. And I've got myself a cappuccino, and I'm just enjoying this quaint little space because they've got all the momiji leaves, which I thought were going to turn red because when I visited in the summer they were bright green, and now they're just like almost dying. So I think they missed the whole red leaf season. The best way to get around Kyoto is definitely by bicycle, so I'm going to go rent one. And I have an app that I always use when I come here because it's super cheap, and it's literally got locations across the whole city. It's called Pipa, and there's one right around the corner. Found a set of 3 bikes here, and if you do this, make sure you pick a bike that's reasonable because they're not all serviced and up to scratch. So I picked one with the nicest looking seat. For this ride, I don't think it's going to cost me more than like $2 or $3. So because I'm cycling around, I can get to all these spots really quickly, and I honestly can't recommend it enough. Do not walk or take the buses here. If anything, take a taxi, but you won't get to see the city as much. I'm gonna keep on cycling and maybe go to some areas I've never been to before. I kind of tend to go to the same places over and over, but I've been to Kyoto so many times in the past 3 years that I've really seen everything so many times. I wanna try something new. I got pretty hungry after cycling, and I just searched Dango in Google Maps and found this really cute restaurant that sells dango, and I'm gonna eat one. And the owner's really sweet. It said on Google reviews he was really sweet, but he's actually in real life legit so kind. He's like, you wanna film? Let's do this. This hole-in-the-wall dango shop literally prepares everything right before your eyes, and it looked insanely good. Check out the dango. Found some really nice mochi here, and I haven't had it for ages, and I feel like Kyoto has the absolute best in all of Japan. And this is mitarashi dango with kinako powder on top, which is like soybean, and it's made fresh right in front of my eyes, and the owner is so sweet. I'm really bad at eating this because the kinako always like goes all over me. I'm trying really careful here. But if you've never had it before, it's like this rich, thick, creamy sauce. The kinako powder kind of adds that nice dustiness to the top of it. So because it's freshly like cooked in front of me, kind of like the way to make yakitori, it's got that nice kind of charred flavor. I've also got a freshly made matcha. Whenever I make matcha at home, it always turns out so bitter. I don't know why, but I think it's the temperature. I'm just not getting it right. But this is really nice, and it's not too bitter at all. I enjoyed my first dango so much, I went for something else on the menu, which is more classic mochi. And I just learned that in apparently Kanto, they have like square-shaped mochi, but here in Kyoto, they're round. And he makes them fresh in-house. It's got sugar and soy sauce. And apparently I've got to like squish it down. Itadakimasu. Mmm. Yo, I love this. Mmm. That mochi is so fresh, chewy. Mmm. Look how stretchy it is. This set also came with a tea. I think it looks like hojicha. Let's see. Yeah, that's hojicha. And look how cute this little miniature dango thing is. While cycling, I spotted something interesting and had to stop and take a look because there are a bunch of black cats sitting outside this place. What is their story? Does anyone know? There's actually a temple here. It's called Yogein Temple. I stood there for a while and couldn't figure it out, so I kept cycling and came across this bridge that had a great view of the trains going past, including bullet trains, and I saw the sun setting, and then headed to a local cafe that, once again, I discovered while cycling around, with a view of the river. This cafe restaurant actually had a really interesting menu because it was focused on sushi burgers. I went for one called Yuba, and Yuba, if you haven't heard of it, is a Kyoto style of tofu where they focus on using the skin of the tofu itself. And this is what it looked like. There was also this soy sauce jelly. It was quite an interesting combination. I don't know if I'd get it again, but I also got a hot soup because it was getting quite cold as the sun was setting. Cycled to downtown Kyoto and met up with some friends. Warming up at a Starbucks here, and I ran into these lovely people, Sha and Yuki. And we're all having the Christmas Starbucks. This is a gingerbread latte.
Joyful something something.
Yep, joyful something something. That sounds very joyful.
Sounds very Christmassy.
Yep. After a really brief catch up, I had to dash because there was shopping to do. The Kyoto Nintendo store just opened last month, so I'm gonna check it out, and there's a really cool Mario sitting in the pipe at the very front of Arashiyama, which is where the store is located. So I'm gonna go up to the 7th floor and go inside. The Kyoto Nintendo store is way better than the Osaka and Tokyo one because it's nowhere near as crowded. I could just walk in on a Sunday evening without one of the tickets, and there's a lot more space to walk around. And they feel like a lot more stocked because it just opened, so I'm really tempted to buy stuff, but I don't know. Okay, I'm really excited. So I'm just gonna look around, see what I can find, but it's such a fun atmosphere here, and I bought a lot in the summer when I came, so we'll see. I might have to restrain myself. There's literally so much I want. I filled up this giant bag and I'm gonna go a little overboard. Oh no. I actually had to restrain myself and picked up a few things to later put them back, but I will show you guys my haul after dinner tonight. There is actually a rooftop here, so if you visit, make sure to go there, but I was one of the last customers, so next time I'll have to check that out. Inside the same building as the Nintendo store, there was this Kyoto Kare Udon place, and I love Japanese curry, especially with udon, so and I've got an apron, which they gave me. I didn't ask for it, which I'm glad because this is gonna stain really badly. Oh, that's so hot. I have to go one udon at a time here. Ah, that's so great. This is the perfect winter food. I always thought for the longest time that curry udon was just like curry, but it's actually curry with dashi, which is the Japanese fish stock. And that gives it more of the wafu, like Japanese style flavor. There were so many options on the menu, but I went for this kyoage, which is a style of Kyoto tofu inside the curry. It's basically like deep fried tofu, and I really like it. It absorbs all the curry flavor. So it's like this tofu packed with curry. This is a really famous spice here in Kyoto. They'll sell it at all the omiyage shops. I love the packaging. It's like two geisha like screaming because it's that hot. And it is spicy. Okay, only a tiny bit. Whoa, that was a lot. Wow. The name is literally like hee hee because like when it's hot you're like hee hee. And that was a little hee hee. Before heading back to the hotel, I decided I'd pop by the foreign supermarket because it was right next to the restaurant. And I'm gonna pick up some stuff to enjoy while I'm chilling in my hotel. So I already got a bunch of stuff like juice and yogurt. The supermarket isn't anything special, it's in Tokyo too. It's just Seijoishi, but it's an expensive foreign import supermarket. I wanted to get some tea that was decaffeinated to drink in the hotel because I already got some milk, and I found some of my new favorite tea. this Yorkshire multi biscuit, which Charlotte introduced to me, and I have been obsessed. It's so good, but it's 1,600 yen here. What? What? But they had regular Yorkshire tea as well as like T2, Australian tea, but this is also 2,000 yen. That is my haul from the Nintendo store. I happened to visit right before Christmas. It's still November, but they were offering everyone who purchased something Nintendo gift wrapping, which is so cute. I don't want to unwrap it, but you can see it's like Nintendo themed, Mario. This is the Christmas bonus I got. It's like a little decoration. It's Pikmin themed. I wanted to buy more, but I'm thinking to do a Nintendo haul video. So let me know if that's something you'd want to see, because I'm highly considering saving up things for that video. My first thing, I got the Pikmin vase, and I'll put a little flower inside. I got these 2 Zelda pins, and I'm gonna put it on this bag actually. I have a few pins already. I have Okami Gigi from Studio Ghibli, as well as just like a cute milk. We have, this is, if you recognize, Tom Nook's t-shirt, Aloha shirt in New Horizons. And this was also sold out for the longest time, and this is a gift which I can use with my new wrapping. Snacks. Oh, the spittoon gummy is so hard to chew. I really like the flavor though. This Zelda gummy combination was just this little plastic sword and choo-choo shaped jellies, and you literally just stab it. One more thing is this curvy cookie keychain, which I thought was adorable. This is one of those random ones, so you don't know what you'll get. It's alright. This is definitely not the one I wanted, but that is the risk with these ones. Had a slow start for my last day on this trip and had some breakfast at the hotel, and I saw something I'd never tried before, which was arepas. So good! Along with a coffee, of course. This is Takara Gaike, a really nice local park here in Kyoto, and it is pretty much peak season here, I feel, for the red leaves. We've got nice, beautiful colored trees, and it's just so quiet. There's just people jogging, riding, walking around. Yeah, this is definitely one of the more quieter places in Kyoto to just enjoy local life, and there's even a tsuru bird just hanging out there, and the colors reflecting off that pond are insanely beautiful. This is my second time here, but I don't come out here very often, and it was easy to get here. It was just like a train and a bit of a walk from the station. Practically only locals here, so if you want to avoid the busy side of Kyoto, come here. It's literally off the beaten track. The reason I know about this park is actually because one of my favorite movies, a Japanese movie, it's got this complicated name. Boku wa ashita kino kimi to deito suru, something like I date tomorrow's you. It featured a lot of famous Kyoto spots, and this was one of them. And it was kind of a very sad movie, but that's how I know about this park. Oh my god, there's so many pigeons! What? For a little rest, I've come to a place called Toraya, and I haven't been here for about 6 or 7 years, and they serve wagashi, and I think my order just arrived. My favorite thing about this particular wagashi shop, because this is where they serve traditional Japanese sweets as well as matcha, is that there's literally a ginger, like a torii gate, inside the establishment. And so while you're dining outside, you literally have a view of the red torii gates, and it's a really peaceful environment. And in the summer they serve things like kakigori, shaved ice, but in the winter they have shiroko. Ooh, that smells amazing. Apparently they have 3 types of this shiroko here. So there's red bean, that is like a smooth version, a full red bean, as well as a white bean, which I've never seen on the menu before. Tastes very similar to the red one. My first time having the white. This is a really sweet dish, so if you're not good with sweet things, I can't recommend it. But in the winter and the cold, this is the perfect way to warm up. Also, I've got a nice toasted piece of mochi inside. This is actually one of the more expensive Japanese wagashi places, because for this alone it cost me 1,500 yen. That's a lot. Usually like about 800 to 900 is the average price you'll pay for this, sometimes cheaper, like 600. But I just wanted to enjoy the ambience and come to an old nostalgic place for me.